Alright, well now that we've got that job, let's see what happens with this story. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. Okay, so I didn't paint the town red. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. Oh, hello. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's also got two different colored eyes, and it's a black cat. Graves, wait your turn. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there, after all. I should try. Crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand toward the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. Come on. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away, still for a moment, before standing up and slinking into an alley. Meh. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. Fine, be that way, Graves. You creeper. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. Yeah. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store, too. Nice. I figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication he's even in the same room. Well, I wouldn't want to be called a fat lump. You know, he never even asked me how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever. I'm about to go do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh! Looks like there's a new jelly donut video. There's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? Oh, don't tell me. Do we work with Jelly Donut? Is Jelly Donut one of our co-workers? Why would you say, the flooring seems familiar, but we've only been in our apartment and the cafe? Eh? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Ah, yes. And then I fell asleep. Wow. It's so early. What's his problem? Wow. You gotta go to work, dummy. I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Oh no! Aw, hell! I'm gonna be late for my first day of work! Oh no. Sport bag. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel, I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. Oh, nice. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. Okay, I'm late. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work, at my first job even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. Yeah, there was no danger of me being late my first day of work. I was so freaking nervous I didn't sleep at all. How did you fall asleep after all that pizza? Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. It's true. Hey, Avery! Landry peeks his head out from the doorframe and waves me in. Oh, hello, everyone! I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep Yes. Words are good things if you can get them out of your mouth properly. Yep. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good. You decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Indeed. Now that the star is here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Caught another sucker, boss. That's esteemed co-worker to you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. Aw. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Maybe he doesn't work the floor. Maybe he works in the kitchen. Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats, too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Oh! Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera? Also, your tights are adorable. You're so cute. Sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Okay. And I guess you're number 3 on our list. Landry, Hayes, and then Finley. Finley is also... Graves! I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise! Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. All right. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is a smart-mouth guy. Reese? Oh, actually, Reese butted in before I met Finley, so... Okay. Landry, Hayes, Reese, Finley, and you. I can't remember what your name is yet. And the other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Yeah. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand... Achoo! Oh no. Achoo! Oh boy. Excuse me. This is a great impression on my new coworkers. Lovely. I sneeze a lot. Anyway. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday.
I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you.
Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning so quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess.
Good.
Uh-oh. Alright.
Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay.
It's fine with me. More than fine with me.
It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me.
Nope, and he's gone. Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're going to have something to eat before work, if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth, seated along the wall. Just need some water. Ahem. He scoots two of the tables together, and Landry pulls over another chair.
Great, just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast.
I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... oh, she grew. Her voice drops almost conspiratorially. She's leaning in to whisper. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. What? IKEA? From last zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really have no idea what that is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind. Don't worry about it. But now you've got my interest. I do kind of want to know what it's about, but I feel like that's a Finley thing. Plenty of time to find out what it was about. I'll just say I just thought it was a cool shirt. I just thought it was a cool shirt. Well, it is, but it's weird to buy things from games you haven't played. Oh, it's in the game. Oh, it's a game. I play some games, but I haven't heard of that one. I like a lot of retro games, so if it's new... Oh, it's a different type of game. Never mind. Well, now I'm curious. No, it's okay. You probably wouldn't like games about boys fighting. Or maybe you would. Okay. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime. If you prove yourself worthy. I'm not really sure what that involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink. Green and a wink, then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody's at the table while I was talking to Finley. Good grief, my mouth will just not stop. Let's drink some water to try and slow it down a bit. Okay.
Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down.
Sure. Where should I sit, though? Do I get a choice? What if there are some unspoken rules about this sort of thing and placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Sweet. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. That's a cute apron. One tray has a giant stack of French toast. The other is some kind of egg thing. Egg thing? I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa. I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. Yeah, and I'm realizing how hungry I am, too. She sets the trays down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon, because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. Ah, sweet, breakfast time. I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Landry reaches out an arm from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher.
Save some for Avery.
Jeez, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food.
I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important.
While everybody shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this. Oh man, this would be amazing. Yeah. Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing? Poor Mason. Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Understandable. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it would be really hard to make.
Just eggs and vegetables in a pan.
Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza or toaster tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes.
You eat here now. Always.
Oh. Can I still have pizza sometimes?
Not for breakfast. Ever.
Oh, okay. Don't mess with her, she's gonna feed you, girl. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast.
Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about dress code.
Oh, Reese, don't start this again.
Shh! It's an important part of new employee orientation.
Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up!
Avery, look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here.
Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and takes the stack into the back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. What is going on, you guys?
Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff.
Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so...
No, this is about uniforms.
Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on two legs. Why is everybody so antsy about this? She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop.
Opening soon, time to get ready.
She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. That looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing.
Come on.
She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Me?
Don't think you can run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform.
But nobody else has a uniform, except for Mason. I don't know. Landry did not seem happy about me trying on uniforms. I'm kind of scared about that. Maybe I will just help with Mason and Hayes in the kitchen. Is Mason really the only chef here? That must take a lot of work. I bet she could use some help. Mostly I'm just grateful she gave me an out. Whatever Reese is planning, it doesn't sound like anyone but Finley cares for it. No thank you. Okay, that's probably like, you can do better with Finley and Reese option. I think Mason and Hayes wanted my help, though.
Humph. Fine, if Mason needs the help. But you're not off the hook for this yet.
Reese.
Oh, come on, Landry. Don't look at me like that.
Something is definitely up. Whatever it is, I'm not going to fall for it. Well, I'll be back once Mason says I'm done. I quickly retreat back to the kitchen before Reese can delay me further.
Thanks, Mason.
Kitchen! Ah! The cat stuff in here is just too cute. Even though I work here now, I still feel like I'm trespassing on hallowed ground. I've never been in a restaurant kitchen before. Heck, I'm barely in my own kitchen. It smells amazing, almost enough to make me hungry all over again. Hayes is at the sink, carefully scrubbing the iron skillet we used at breakfast. It looks like he's already got the dishes on lockdown, to be honest. Mason only spares me a glance. She's already back to work, and it looks like there's a lot of it left to do. She dips a long spatula into a big metal bowl and puts a glob of frosting on top of the cake. It's mesmerizing watching her move as she works to smooth the frosting. Can I help?
Any experience?
With what? Baking?
Don't know why I asked.
She doesn't bother looking up, but it feels like she doesn't have to see the cake to decorate it. I bet she could do this in her sleep.
Don't touch anything.
Okay. I guess I'll go then. You seem really busy. Are you sure? Well, Landry's not back here, so I guess we should go and work with him. Oh, okay. I'll go, see if there's anything else I can do to help out. Seems like Hayes and Mason aren't really the talking type. If it weren't for the sound of the sink, it'd be dead silent back here. I guess I'm intruding. Oh well. At least I was safe from the uniform. I guess I should find where Landry ran off to. He's training me today after all. I think he went upstairs. Oh. I head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. It's sleeping belly up, stretched out to nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies in place to settle itself even more. Was it that cat I saw earlier by the window? Gently, I nudge it to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone's gonna trip on you if you don't move. That's not gonna be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit, then makes a murmuring noise and flicks its tail. This little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here this spoiled? Guess I'll have to pick it up and move it myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bob-tailed cat whizzes past my feet. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat, then raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely on the forehead. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to his feet. It looks angry. Am I going to have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two. The bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above.
Is Hash Brown sleeping on the stairs again?
The orange cat, Hash Browns, I guess, trots away. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten.
Was it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice.
The bobtail turns its head away in a wide arc, almost as if giving an okay, whatever in response. It lazily struts over to the windowsill and takes up sentry. That cat's name is Hash Browns?
Yeah. Graves names all the cats here.
Awesome.
He comes up with some interesting ones.
What are some of their names?
Well, at the moment there's Ramona, Shinsuke, Kotick, Owl, Bramblebelt, Neo, Hisa, Valentine, Marina, Ayan, Junta, Jam Band, and so on.
Holy crap! Which one was that bobtail?
Oh.
His face falls. Which one of our coworkers is that? Why does he look so nervous?
That's, why don't you ask Reese later?
Oh, it's Reese. Huh. Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name?
No, he's, Gray should have told you about, Let's get to work. It's time to open.
Landry ain't having none of this. He ain't having any more of this. He walks past me to the front door without a glance. He unlocks it and flips the sign from closed to open.
And ta-da! Your first day at a cat's paw has begun.
And nobody's here. This is a little anticlimactic.
Yeah. The mornings are usually pretty slow. It might pick up later.
It didn't. We just stared at each other like this for the whole day. At all. All day. Wow. Sure, a few people came in, and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. It went pretty well, and I made a couple bucks in tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple of times to check in, and I saw Mason and Hayes every time I went into the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtail cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. I think I see why he'd take a shine to this one. They're both complete hams. Almost like they're the same person. Not that I mind that it was slow. It just meant I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them here? Maybe? I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes. Looks like there are a lot of areas around here for them to hide. Thank you for your help today, Avery. Landry, Finley, and I just finished wiping down the tables. Mason was gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So, how'd you like it? Is it always this quiet? I mean, not that I'm... Excuse me. I mean, not that I'm complaining. Not always. Tomorrow should be busier for sure. I got plans.
Oh, we should get here early then, huh?
Don't say that like you aren't always early. Oh, I have to come in earlier?
Don't worry too much about it, Avery. Just show up at your regular time.
Okay, thanks. I can't imagine what busy means here. What, like 6 people in here at the same time? I got a little more work I want to do on the blog, so you all go ahead. I'll close up if Graves doesn't get here to do it.
Oh, thank you. Avery, you can head out.
Thanks. Are you leaving now? I could walk with you.
I'll be out in a bit. You go on ahead.
Oh, alright. See y'all tomorrow. Night! Good night. The door closes behind me with a jingle. I have a job. My coworkers are pretty cute. I get to play with cats. And if this works out, I should be able to afford a place of my own soon. Wait until my parents hear about this. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't help giving a little celebratory fist pump. All right. Oh, now I gotta sneeze again. Oh, good grief. I think I just heard someone snort a laugh behind me. I thought I said that pretty quietly. Who was it? I turn around to see who it is, but there's nobody there but a cat. Oh, Reese. 2 cats, actually. Cats from the cafe. Reese and Hayes. Reese's cat and the Siamese cat, to be precise. Crap! How did they get outside? Did I let them out when I left? This is real bad. I'm pretty sure one of the first rules of working at a cat cafe is do not lose the cats. Right. They're not looking at me anymore. Now's my chance. I start creeping towards both cats. If I move too suddenly, I might spook them. I only make it a few steps before I see the bobtail's ears swivel back to face me. Without turning the rest of his head, it takes a springing leap and heads down one fork in the road. The Siamese cat continues down the same path, as casual as anything. I can't get them both, but I need to get at least one of them. I better decide who to go after. Well, Reese is already... He's already got our number. He's like, I'm out! I know you after me! But Hayes hasn't caught on yet. Might actually have a chance of catching Hayes. Assuming that is him. The bobtail's on to me, clearly, but the Siamese cat hasn't picked up on it yet. My best chance right now is probably following the Siamese. It's gotten kind of far down the path. I better pick up my pace to catch up. I try to mimic those long strides Landry always takes to cover more ground, but that doesn't work out so well. Jogging's gonna be easier. Or not. My feet are falling harder on the ground and the cat notices. It's going faster now, so I better pick up the pace. I break out in a full run to follow him. He definitely knows I'm there now, but it doesn't matter. I have bigger legs, so I'm gonna catch up sooner or later. I'm a pretty good runner. I finally close the gap between us. Suddenly the cat screeches to a halt and jerks around to face me. Ah, it's talking! Okay, I'm gonna assume it's Hayes for now.
Avery, stop it!
Eh?
Why are you chasing me?
Because you got out... Wait, what am I saying? What are you saying? How are you saying?
It's me.
Me?
Hayes.
I knew it was you, Hayes! I knew! Last I checked, Hayes was a guy with glasses. You didn't seem like the pranking type, Hayes. The Hayes cat is puffing up like a dusting brush. I feel bad this cat's getting caught up in whatever shenanigans they're trying to put me through right now. This seems like it should be against work procedure. Gosh. Oh, it's a Maine Coon! Oh, good thing I chased after Hayes.
He's telling the truth, Avery.
The voice comes from behind me. I whirl around to see Landry, but he's not there.
Down here.
I readjust my gaze downward. Oh, come on.
No, this isn't a joke, Avery.
Landry Cat takes a few steps past me and sits down in front of Hayes Cat. Even as a Maine Coon, his gait is long. I knew he was going to be a Maine Coon. No. Come on. No.
Graves didn't tell you.
Tell me what? That you're all secret cats? That doesn't make any sense. Secret cats. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, Avery. I thought he told you.
Is that why you were acting weird? You were keeping something this bonkers a secret?
It's not easy to talk about.
Whenever we leave the cafe grounds, we turn into cats.
I'm surprised to hear Hayes pipe up. Of all people. Of all cats. Cat people?
It began around the time we started to work here. Graves calls it a curse.
A curse. A curse? This is too much.
Though, I don't know if everyone thinks of it that way.
But wait. Everyone? Is everybody at the cafe a secret cat?
Yes.
Graves too?
Nobody has seen him as a cat, but it seems safe to assume.
Am I gonna turn into a cat too? Landry isn't even looking at me anymore. Oh, really? We're gonna turn into a cat too? Aw, man, I thought it was just a magic cafe with magic cat boys and girls. I'm gonna be one of the magic cat people. One of those secret magic cats. He's avoiding eye contact as hard as he can. Hayes does the same. Neither answers. I'm gonna turn into a cat? Oh, come on!
Sorry, Avery.
Maybe you can stop it. We don't know what causes the curse. Maybe if you talk to the others tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Why not? Let's have a whole cat council. We can invite Hash Browns, too. Is he also a person? I can see the fur between Hayes' shoulders raising on end in a little ridge. Seeing that takes the wind out of my sails a little bit. Yeah, all right. I'm too tired for this. This better be a weird dream or something. A weird work-induced hallucination.
Sorry, Avery.
Not listening to talking cats anymore! Bye! Like forever! I'm out! The sun's barely gone down, but I am capital letter done with today. This is too much. Oh no. Is this Mochi? Are we becoming a cat so we can understand cats now? Oh no. What if Hayes and Landry were just meowing at us the entire time and we can understand them? Oh no. Don't forget the good food this time. The canned stuff. Did someone just say something? There's nobody here but Mochi. Oh, for crap's sake. I find him standing next to the food bowl, looking up at me with those expectant eyes. Oh no! I gently nudge him with my foot. Did you just say that? Nah. Nope. Nope. I'm out. I dump the rest of the canned food into the bowl and scurry out of the kitchen. Then I dump myself in bed. I don't even want to think about it right now. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep in a real bed for once. Yep. Maybe sleeping on the couch is so much as messing with my head. I don't usually close the door, but I think it's a good idea tonight. I don't want Mochi whispering to me in my sleep. That would be terrifying.